It's okay.
Out of here, motherfucker. Get your ass out of here. Out of here. Get your ass out. Get here FaceTiming shit in the shower. Well, damn. It's that serious, right? Get your ass out. Get your ass out. Get your ass out of here. Get your ass out. Get your ass out.
I can't breathe. What you can't? What is you talking about, boy? You in the whole shower, man.
Get your ass out. I'm not gonna play with you. Get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here. I'm not gonna fucking play. Can't hear FaceTiming bitches. FaceTiming bitches and shit.
I ain't gonna lie, man. He was definitely overplaying the victim card. He's definitely overplaying the victim card. Boy, you got busted, boy. What's wrong with you? I can't breathe. Start to slipping in there. Slipping slides, boy. You didn't call Who really putting the phone in the shower like that, dude? Like, nobody risking a... Man, them things like $1,000 to $2,000, man. Stop it, man. Them girls would put hands on you. I don't know if she was slapping you with like a pot or something, whatever it was, man, but girls would put hands on you. Just like this girl in this next clip.
This video is why you should never help a woman who's getting beat up by a man. The black guy and the white girl are having an argument. The white guy steps in to protect the girl. Watch what happens. Watch what the girl does.
Oh, popping
Clocks
back
him in
his
the head
head
with a brick. And then the guy clocks him in the head with a brick. And then he runs away.
What? Brickhead, blockhead ass? What the hell? Man, no way, man. I don't know, man. What kind of bricks are those, man? Soft ass bricks. Pillows for bricks, man. Or this dude's head is hard as hell, man.
He saw
that is
a woman getting beat up. He stopped to help.
Oh, this looks like Bourbon Street, dude. Like
her.
Straight up.
She clocked him in the head with a brick.
Lady.
I don't know, man. What y'all think, man? What y'all think? Cause man, he by himself is late. I don't know. Maybe this was a skit. I don't know. But sometimes you gotta be careful, man. You can't really jump into any and every altercation unless you just come ready for any type of thing. But it's kind of just messed up, dude. If this was true, it's kind of messed up.
All the good men are bald. Yep, get you a balding. All the good dads, all the good husbands, they're all bald. They all love you, they take care of you, they pay the bills, they take care of the house. Spoiled as fuck. Get you a baldy.
I'm just saying, dog. Probably dudes with no hair probably have 0 F's to give at this point, bro. They done lost their hair. They okay and confident in themselves, bro. What else? What? At this point, they got an F to give to someone else. They just gonna pay the bills and take care of you. Straight up.
Electric eyes are everywhere.
Woman's killed himself at the gym. We like that way with a Mewtwo body. She is built like a Mewtwo, man. God, what kind of build is that? A Mewtwo body? What do you do to get a body? I'm hoping that's some sort of edit, man. That is weird as hell, boy. Y'all like that? Go to the comments if y'all like that. Like the video if you like that. All right, subscribe if you like that, man. Please do all 3 anyway, just because you know you rock with your boy. All right, let's keep watching.
At any time of the night, and that man is on heart, I am going to drain him until that thing turn into a gummy worm. Cause you not about to leave this house in that type of condition.
Are you
Can't blame him.
a side sleeper?
Side sleeper.
Or are you sleeping on your back?
Back sleeper too. Yep. Side back sleeper.
Me personally, I go from side to side.
I go to side to side too. Don't worry. Back to the back. Back to the back.
It only looks like I have one boob here. Just one boob.
Side sleepers.
It's called me Cyclops titty.
What? You a side sleeper? Go ahead and like the video. If you sleep on your back, like the video. Okay? All right. If you switch sides at the night, like the video. All right. Either way, like the video. All right, guys. I'm gonna chill.
As a woman,
I don't care how upset my man makes me, he's still gonna get fed at the end of the night.
Let's go.
I might be whipping up and baking up them pots and stuff, but he won't go unfed.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
still gonna treat the day like a regular day, and I'm still gonna feed him.
Put a ring on
And
it.
another thing I will never do is kick my man out the house. I don't care how upset
Put a ring on
I
it.
am at him. I'm not kicking him out the house. The only time I'm gonna kick my man out the house is if I'm truly done with him. Other than that, we gonna deal with this. I wish I would kick my man out the house so he could go someplace else. I just feel that makes things worse. I'm not leaving no room for my man to have any space. That's not happening. Good or bad, we gonna figure this out together.
Oh shit. When you are about to give up, but then remember what the guy from TikTok said.
If you fart, they will forget in a day, but if you shit yourself, they will remember for a lifetime.
Damn. Damn, that's very stoic of you.
You gotta make big plays to be a big player.
Hey, man gets locked out after catching girlfriend cheating on Carnival Cruise, bro. I ain't gonna lie, boy, man. Does it really go down on a Carnival Cruises like this?
Anything walking. Anything walking. What? Karina Bridgen is a smut. She be taking for anything you want to give her.
He heartbroken.
You want to give her.
He heartbroken.
49, you give her a penny, she'll suck your dick. I be watching your kid while she be taking dick. It is wild.
Man, y'all gotta drop 2349 in the comment for love, for whatever it is, boy. Y'all think she got visitors that night?
Taking all.
Quick, fellas. And if you have to spend more than $50 on a first date, she don't like you.
Oh, damn.
Stop letting women rage bait you into feeling like you gotta take them on these extravagant dates in order to get to know them. I want to start by saying these hoes don't be much to get to. These women aren't much to know. They have no substance. They can't hold conversations. Every other word is like, like for real. Like, they think a BBL is a status symbol. They think a purse is also a status symbol. They have no character. They have no morals. They have no core. They don't know who they are. They, in fact, do not need or deserve or require $400 or $500 dates. I'm pretty sure there's a guy before you who fucked for less, who actually fucked for free. And no, this is not pick me. This is not pick me. This is truth. This is honesty. This is the type of honesty that is going to close the separation between the men and the women in the community. Hey sis, stop acting like you're up here and come down here so you can find your equal. Okay, you can't be a nickel out here looking for a dime. Life Jennings said it. Bitch, stay in your lane, catch up with your kind.
When it all boils down to it, I stayed in a relationship with a man for 7 years I didn't even like. And I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. I convinced myself I was in love with him. But if I'm being honest, I didn't even like him. He was lazy. I had to remind this grown man to take out the garbage.
I'm a little late. I don't know why I was late, but I was just thinking, man, $50, spending more than $50 just for you alone, probably. Yeah. Like, just for you. If y'all, like, you can't, there's going to be small amounts of dates that you could go on where it's just $50 inclusive. I'm pretty sure you can get creative and do stuff, bro. Like, if you in New York, bro, a whole trip around Grand Central Park, man, that's a trip. That's a date. That's one hell of a walk, to be honest, man. But you can turn that into something else, man. If you was something else, maybe a trip to the beach, grab a few snacks, whatever it may be, right? But I do agree with you should set a personal boundary with yourself on how much you spend on another person on a date, for sure.
Garbage, pick up his clothes off the floor, clean his hair out the sink, take his dishes to the sink, go to work instead of calling off the drink for 4 days straight, not take the rent money to the casino, not drink and drive after he already on his 4th DUI. I was raising a grown man. And then let's talk about his personality, or should I say the lack of it. Every vacation we went on, we were bored to death. We smiled in them pictures, but we was bored. He couldn't hold a conversation. He had no curiosity, no interest, no depth, nothing. Then one day I started asking myself, what exactly exactly do I like about this man? And I couldn't even answer the question because even the qualities I thought he had, he didn't have. He wasn't kind, wasn't thoughtful, he wasn't considerate, he wasn't generous, he wasn't emotionally safe. So how in the world did I convince myself I was in love? Trauma. Because trauma will have you emotionally attached to somebody you don't even enjoy being around. You can be deeply attached to somebody you don't even like. And if you ever looked at somebody you were in love with and thought, wait, I don't even enjoy this person, I don't like you, you're not crazy, you waking up. Comment blue if you're ready to figure out what got you stuck.
I mean, that happens to a lot of people.
Question for today. Why is it so hard for married women to make the first move? I've been married 26 years. She might have done it once. I got tired of feeling unwanted, unattractive, so I stopped. So now we just not having sex regularly. I have sent her videos explaining what that does to us men and still nothing. I don't want to cheat. Well, first of all, I appreciate your question. Your feelings are 100% valid. They are valid. They are discourse in many of homes, right? This is a conversation I'm sure every married couple at some point may or may not have had. Why don't you initiate sex? I need you to initiate sex more. I feel unwanted and unattractive when you don't. I feel unwanted and unattractive when I always have to reach for you first. You never reach for me first. Your feelings are valid. And so I'm going to say to women right now, you're going to have to start initiating sex. If your partner came to you and explicitly has explained, this makes me feel XYZ, I need you to do XYZ, that's it. You're going to have to start doing XYZ. But I actually talk about this in my book in chapter 5. And I go over concept of spontaneous desire versus responsive sexual desire. And typically men have spontaneous desire, which means they think about sex out of the blue more often. They think about, I can go for some sex. Let me go seek some sex. So their sexual desire comes first. Then they go seek the arousal. The difference with women who tend to have responsive sexual desire is that their arousal comes first and then their sexual desire comes second. So the difference between spontaneous desire versus responsive desire is that responsive desire is how it sounds. It needs something to respond to. It needs some type of sexual stimuli, whether that's emotional or physical stimuli to respond to. Now remember I said spontaneous is usually the desire first and then they go seek the arousal. So that is the difference. So the person that is feeling the sexual desire first, it makes sense why they would go seek sex first, right? But that doesn't make an excuse to say like, oh, women just should not initiate sex. Absolutely, you're going to have to initiate sex. But the most important thing is, what does your partner like? How does he like for you to initiate sex? But the fact is, if you've never done it, then you probably wouldn't know. But this is a conversation to have. Babe, if I was to initiate sex with you, what would be what's your fantasy of that? What does that look like? And then you go from there and you build from there. If he says, I like for you to walk up to me and grab my eggplant and whip it out and I'm not trying to get banned, but you get my point. If it's more of an overt manner of get over here, then you do that. Sex lives are completely customizable. It is completely dependent on your partner. You guys can literally shape and mold your sex lives to be exactly what you want it to be. So I appreciate your question and I hope that helps.
Well, I mean, that was positive. Thank you for that insight, man. That was a great, I wish I knew the name of the book. Track that down for you if I can. I'm gonna leave that in the description below, man. But it is true, man. You don't get a lot of women that initiate sex, and therefore you get these guys, these husbands that are in these what they call sexless marriages or sexually deprived marriages. And it's a shame because, man, they probably feel like they're doing everything they're supposed to be doing. And maybe she just feels like on the opposite end, you probably have a partner, her the lady that's probably saying like, hey, I do all this with X, Y, and Z while you do this and this. But the intimacy thing has to be a shared experience. It has to be a shared energy. One energy is so overwhelming and the other is not. It's just going to consume, right? It's going to just make that other thing feel unwanted or small or isolated, right? Because it's not sharing that. That energy is supposed to be shared. You can't just do it with, you can do it with yourself, you know what I'm talking about. But, you don't want to always do it. All right. That's the point of being in a marriage. All right. So, one thing that I learned at a young age, I was 18 and I was talking to a coworker. She recently got married. And I said, hey, like why? Oh, well, not why, excuse me. I said, what is one of the biggest difference from being single and married? What have you learned so far? And I think she was married for a few months at the time, but she was like, one of the biggest things is knowing that now it's not, hey, it's not up for discussion. If my husband wants something, is yes, Yes. And even if I'm tired, it's yes, yes, yes. If it's in the bedroom, it's yes. If it's in the kitchen, it's yes. If it's doing this, it's yes. I had to find a way to say yes. And I hope in her mind, she was like, I hope he appreciates it then when I finally say no, because I've already said yes so many times. And I was like, that makes sense. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'll talk to you later.